The first custodians of Australia are the Aboriginal people, who were thought to have arrived here by boat from Southeast Asia during the last ice age, at least 40,000 years ago. At the time of European discovery and settlement, up to 1 million Aboriginal people lived across the continent as hunters and gatherers. Australia is a product of a unique blend of established traditions and new influences, whereby the rest of Australia's people are migrants or descendants of migrants who have arrived in Australia from about 200 countries since Great Britain established the first European settlement at Sydney Cove in 1788.
In 2010, the Australian population reached over 22 million. The total population growth rate at 2%, an annual increase of over 430,000 people. This figure includes births, migrants and refugees. Let's break the figure down. The nation's natural increase, equal to the number of births minus the number of deaths, is 154,900, or 2.2%. Net overseas migration is around 277,700 people per year, or 64% of the total increase, most coming from the UK or New Zealand. Our refugee intake currently stands at 7% of the net migration, or less than 18,000 people. This is our lowest intake in 35 years.
Boat people are called asylum seekers, and that's because when they arrive in Australia, their refugee status still has to be established. But in fact, most asylum seekers don't come by boat. They're the people who are coming by aeroplane, and they have visas for other purposes. They're coming on tourist visas or business visas, and then they apply for refugee status. So in fact, the asylum seekers who are coming by boat are less than 10% of the people who are seeking asylum in Australia.
Right now, Yemen's facing a multitude of challenges, three big interconnected challenges: economic, demographic, and domestic security. All three of these are connected, and their impact, one worsening impacts the others. Economic, the country's quickly running out of money and natural resources. Demographic, it's the Arab world's poorest country, fastest growing country, increasingly poorer country. And domestic security, the country's facing three big insurgencies right now. There's a separatist movement in the south, a civil war, an active civil war in the north, in Sada, and the reemergence of a rejuvenated Al-Qaeda organization.
ما في قاعدة؟ في قاعدة هناك بالمحفد وفيه. أوضاع اليمن ذا الحين شوف كل واحد معه يعني مجموعة قبائل. لا كهرباء، لا ماء، لا غاز، لا مواد مخطية ولا شيء. الناس اليمن أصبحت الآن هناك في حصار.
The government of Yemen earns about 75–80% of its income through the sale of hydrocarbons. Oil is quickly running out, and there's been little to no planning, serious planning given to what a post-oil economy would look like. So 5 years ago, say, the government was producing maybe 450,000 barrels per day. Now it's probably 180,000 barrels per day, which means that the government's foreign income has dropped off, probably 75%. Meanwhile, expenditures continue to go up. Most of the economy, most of the spending goes to cover salaries, pensions, and other benefits, things that you can't cut, like subsidies for refined petroleum products. The way things work in Yemen is that the country is held together by money from the central government going out to governorates. When there's no more money coming in, there's no more holding the country together, and that's the big fear.